Some of my alliance members started to push in the current Zenith of Power event on day one, not knowing what to expect. He literally sent screenshot of him currently in 7th place with the glasses emoji. Don't get me wrong, I'm not here to roast this player, but in this video I wanted to talk about my own experience regarding Zenith of Power in the past and provide you guys some exact numbers and tools to help you make a decision before it is too late. Hello everyone, my name is Philip and welcome back to Rise of Kingdoms. There are really two types of player that pushes Zenith of Power. First one is you're around 20 something million power and you are using this event to open up T5. The second type of player is you already T5 player and you are there to just train troops to gain some power in order to have a shot for this event. And I was that first type of player exactly 1 year ago during the summer of 2022. I was also 20 something million player and I used this event to unlock T5 and as well as get my hand in one of the Zenith of Power skin. This particular skin, I was fortunate and lucky enough, like extremely lucky enough to land in the top 10 spot and get this skin. And I still have the mail from last year. By saying that I was lucky, you can see it from here. So I was rank 5 and yes, I had a different name by then, but I gained a little bit less than 16 million power and that was enough for me to land in the top 10 spot. Usually in Zenith of Power, the minimum amount like people push is 30 million or 40 million. Yes, it does depend on the continent of what kind of kingdoms that you are in. If your neighboring kingdoms are very active and there are many whales and krakens out there, these numbers that you see here can inflate so much. I did, however, documented my entire spending for Zenith of Power, not in terms of money, but in terms of speed ups and resources. I made an Excel sheet, which I am going to show you now, and this is going to be containing all the necessary numbers that you need. This sheet only contains power gained in terms of upgrading technology and buildings. According to this sheet, I've gained 15.2 million power. In the mail, it said 15.8 million power, which means the difference of 600,000 power was gained me training troops, but most of the power was gained me upgrading some technology and buildings. I did separate the economy and military tech because in terms of resources and speed ups, they are completely different. For example, economy tree, I've gained 3.3 million power, military 7 million power, and building almost 5 million power. Also have the how many days of speed ups that it required me, how many resources required me, and this just shows the total of resources. Overall, in order to gain 15.2 million power, it required me 708 days of speed ups and almost 3.3 billion resources in order to gain this much amount of power. But keep in mind that these speed ups that you spend here might be a tad bit different considering if you are in the main lines, whether you are pushing during the kingdom buff and you have the runes or type of civilization you have. It could vary, but this can give you pretty good idea of how much speed ups and resources will cost you in terms of upgrading technology and building. In the second table, I have just analyzed per 1 million power gain how much speed ups and resources that I have spent on each category. Economy tree and building was the cheapest in terms of speed ups. You only spend 30 days of speed ups on economy tree in order to gain 1 million power. Also, you need to be expecting around 250 million resources. However, military technology highlighted red in here, it was so expensive in terms of speed up. In order to gain measly 1 million power, almost 160 days of speed ups is necessary, but military technology was cheapest in terms of resources. Building is, keep in mind that during this time my city hall was already 25 and I was only upgrading gold mines and hospitals, which are notorious for giving you huge amount of power in very less amount of speed ups, which you can see here, but they were so expensive in terms of resources, almost over 500 million resource needed in order to gain 1 million power. So this is the approximation how much power you can gain if you are pushing from somewhere around 20 million power. And I'm also gonna provide you another tool, Rock Calculator website. This is very good website in order to calculate everything about your Rise of Kingdoms account. I'll leave the link down below in the description for you to access easier. For example, if I were to train 100,000 T5 infantry with 80% training speed bonus total, it will cost me 77 days of speed ups, and it will also show you how much resources you need in order to train this much troops. If you are wondering about how much resources and speed ups you have, this tool also has that. You can input how much resource packs you have and it will automatically calculate your amount of resources you have. And also in terms of speed ups, you can add up them all here. Basically, this is very useful, and I think this is gonna be the necessary tool if you are planning to push for Zenith of Power. So how are you gonna push for the event? The trick here is to wait until the last day. Even though there are gonna be some nice buffs in the first few days of the Zenith of Power in terms of kingdom buffs, you gotta hold on, man. You gotta hold on. Wait for the last day, because the scores you see here, this is the first day and people are already gained some 2 or 3 million power. Don't be fooled by the current rank, especially in the earlier day. This will give you false hope. If I gain 5 million power, hey, I'm rank 1, right? So don't fall for that trap. That is the first tip. The second tip is that if you are gonna start pushing power on the last day, start early. It will take you a lot of time for you to actually gather the 30 alliance helps for your building or technology upgrade. The third tip is you have to see back into your kingdom's history. In previous Zenith of Power, you know approximately how much power did people gain in order to land in the first spots. That is gonna give you pretty good rough estimation on how much power you actually need in order to get into top 10 after you have calculated exactly how much power you can gain by the tools that I have provided you. Push only if you're certain that you are going to be one of the top guys in this event, especially for F2P low spender or medium spenders that are planning to go for the Zenith of Power. You have to have that guarantee. Also, here's a bonus tip. People don't really like attack skins. Okay, attack is considered by many the worst stat in the game. The whales and krakens are not really interested in, because this is attack legendary skin. The top 10 power gain might be lower than the usual norm, but I do not want to give you guys false hope. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video and I wish you good luck. Peace.